Hello, guys. This is Ivan. I'm going to present to you my topic for the final essay, which is going to be about what is the current position of LGBTIQ rights in Christianity in all its forms. Both communities, as we know, let's say that have their own differences for many years. It seems that LGBTIQ community and religious are not very good friends. This is nothing new, but the last year eventually we hear drops of information about how these religious communities start to accept some, let's say, progressist values, among them homosexuality. And I say only homosexuality because there's a lot of work to do for the rights of the rest of the letters. But this could be another topic for another time. This relationship between church and LGBT community comes again to the arena after the declaration of the highest representative of the Catholic Church, the Pope Francis, a few weeks ago, claimed that the gay people are a child of God as well and they have the rights to have family, making reference to the same-sex civilian unions. These declarations made echo around the world, making different reactions inside and outside the church. Some of those, especially from LGBT groups, saw an opportunity to close up the relationship, but also not enough since civil unions don't have the same status as marriage. However, it has been seen as a good step. On the other hand, religious groups claim the Pope is abandoning the pure Christian doctrine, and they also try to explain in other ways the Pope's words. Anyways, these establishments bring the debate against about what is Christianity doing to adapt itself to the 21st century. The reason I choose this topic is first of all a personal issue. I grew up and lived my whole life in a very close Protestant community as a gay man. For many years, I was living witness of homophobic attacks and discrimination, but also I have my personal attachment to my beliefs. On the other hand, as societies around the world introduce LGBTIQ rights on their political agendas, and also people inside of religious community considered as ultra homophobic came out and claimed for their rights, my question is if Christianity is prepared to embrace homosexuality in the same way that a long history changed their mind about women and slavery. The bad side of my interest is that not every aspect of society is willing to accept us as a human beings with the same rights, especially coming from religion that spreads hate and intolerance. At the same time, social moments like now in parts of the world, moments of far right wings, which target LGBTI members, threaten our fight in areas we considered overcame. And because an insufficient separation of religion and state, and because all movements get political, some states seem to go back in their policies and adopt again homophobic discourse, especially in Europe. I'll be focused on Christianity because even when the main groups in Christianism are against same-sex unions, it seems that also the range of religious groups that indeed accept it comes from Christianism, especially from Protestantism, and that makes me happy. In my personal opinion, even when I see a good things that church is going to accept to homosexuality, I think there's still a lot of stigma around the church. There's a lot of boundaries that are not healed. Could be a strategy to gain more adepts, or maybe the church is abandoning years of retrograde traditions. For the bibliography, I could use Javier de la Torre, who explained the main dogmas about homosexuality from theology, and in our mother church. Also, Garrett Moore, who explained how church is a wash of years of tradition, especially in this file of homosexuality. And I highly recommend The Ending of the Silence in Amazon, where it takes testimonies from evangelical churches in the US. And I felt very identified with this. And thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you.